Yeah, he probably had the
Corey
footage.
shit, right? Boom. Because I thought about that. When I was watching it, I'm like, damn, son. Like, I could talk about that shit for a day and a half, my nigga. I got mad shit to say about that just because it's ridiculous. But look at it. I'm trying to simplify it. You look at it from 3 angles. Pause. The first person looks at it and says, everybody here is whack. That's whack. It's just a corny situation because we're all grown and you look like you're kind of out of control at 50 years old when you can't have a verbal joust without it turning into this.
Physical.
Right? Because both sides were amping or whatever, talking about to come outside and shit like that. So the person that's on Corey's side is going to look at it and say, he told you SMD, pulled up on you, and you wouldn't dare say it again. He asked you multiple times, say it again, but you won't say it again. On Anton's side is going to say, he said it.
I don't have to say it again.
How many times you need him to say it?
Yeah, you don't have to say that again.
He said whatever you felt strongly about, and then what? Now what? He already said it. So you look crazy. Then he tell you come outside and you find an excuse and a way out.
To not go outside.
So both people are going to look wrong in whatever light. You made up your mind already who you support. And the person that you support, you're going to find a reason to support and a way out of it. You know what I mean? So I feel like everybody can look at that and find a different way to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the shit is corny. You know what I mean? But we all know I have a friend up north for that same thing. Hearing that same thing. Hearing that and responding, reacting in a way that someone lost their life. I feel like it's not serious enough. It just can't be. We got to grow the fuck up a little bit. Just, like comedically, boy brains shouldn't be enough to get you to feel this way. To get that reaction out of you, boy brains, pause, this shit is wild. Comedically, it's already mad funny because this conversation went on for 30 minutes. You teaching a lesson about boy brains, pause, about how wild it is and how somebody could die. And what you don't care enough about Anton Daniels to be trying to put him on and coach him.
Yeah.
You hate that. And it was visible because after he left, the way you was, it was just
vitriol.
Like, you were up there poisoning this character, right? Afterwards. You didn't like him, obviously. So I've been in this situation at Corey's in to where I'm sitting there and I regret not punching him right then.
Yeah.
And now I have to deal with it for a few more minutes. Nah, do it then. I'm telling you, regret is it's very strong. But also, I feel like vulnerability is very freeing. You don't have to set these expectations that you don't personally want to live up to. So if all day you talk about punching somebody,
and you had the chance,
and
you
you get the opportunity and don't, now you set these impossible standards for yourself.
Yeah.
You fucked up. If you didn't feel that strongly about it, then why even moving the woman out the way and moving over there and all of that? Now, I don't think one time Corey was scared of anything. I don't believe that.
I don't think either of them wanted to fight.
Neither
though.
was Anton.
I can't say he didn't want to because I've been in that situation. When a was visibly shaking, it's because of adrenaline. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about it. Like, you don't tell a pit bull he's scared when you're holding him and he can't bite something yet.
Yeah.
You ever see what their body goes through? They're not afraid. They just,
it's just energy that has to.
It has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
I've been in a situation where someone's actively speaking and I'm looking and I'm trying to find where exactly, dog. I know how, and then your body something else happens. Right before it's something else is happening. So what I'm saying is, it's like
my mind's telling me.
Yeah, man. But my mind is telling me it's like I got to make this clean enough so that there's no debatables with me, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, when I'm watching this shit, I'm like, damn, I've been in that situation. Now for Anton, bang, I'm watching this shit, and he's like, you can't tell him not to be disrespected. You told him he kissed ass or whatever shit, right? Then he says something that's even more wild.
Way worse, yeah.
But you can't tell him he's wrong. And then to say, yeah, let's go outside. I do feel there was some fear. I do feel that. I do believe that, because if you really wanted that to pop off, you would have said it again because there was no fear. You told him repeatedly that you respected that part. Pause. However, he did earn some respect from me because he wasn't visibly shaken.
No. Yeah.
He was picking and antagonizing this nigga the whole time. I thought it was almost like on some I'ma sue you type shit, like I want you to punch me. He stood on whatever he was saying. But the thing is, I feel like the lawsuit has a end date, right?
Yeah.
This doesn't. They're gonna repost this and replay this forever. It'll never go away. So it's like you're going to regret. And all that, like, vitriol he had, that was a good word for that, because that's what it was. It was like he was spewing hate for this nigga after he left.
Yep.
And it's because he regretted and he knew, now I have to live with this forever.
That's my chance.
Yep.
This is forever. This is going to be the topic and like a blemish on my career. And you don't have to be the nigga, the manly, tough guy. You don't have to be that. You can be whoever you are and set those expectations, and then you only have to live up to those behaviors. When someone does something wrong, someone wrongs my shorty or one of my kids or whatever shit, there's an expectation for me to do something to them, right? And it's like, I don't have to say anything about that. That's just what they expect. And it's kind of unfair, because what if that wasn't me? Yeah. That wasn't my character. Or as a man, that's not how I move. It's like, that's unfair. But some men are just, you're painted into that. And you have to be that. And maybe, I guess, son is 50-something years old. Maybe he felt like this was almost like a bestial, too barbaric of a reaction right now. So let me give him another chance. But then you calling him your brother and explaining this shit, it almost makes you look weak and soft. You know what I'm saying? You moved the woman, which you shouldn't have done if you were, dog. Yeah. Once he said the shit, it should have been, you took 30 seconds sitting with it. Nah, he ain't say that. I can tell you were visibly bothered by that. And I don't think Corey's soft. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, and I don't think he's fearful. I think he was trying to measure and gauge the worth of it. Was it worth doing that? Yeah. And me, I can see how you can say it's not worth it. I can see that. But it could also be worth it as well. If it's going to bother you this much, where you're staying up at night and things like that, this is going to haunt, son. I just say, yo, just hook him, son. Just get it over with.
I see this different.
Just hook him, son. Just get it over with. Nah. And I see how later on it can spin into, oh, we get more views and all of that, but you was going to get them same views regardless, with the argument or the punch, right? And now some of the people that do follow you, closely following Corey Holcomb, they believe him to be some type of tough guy. Yeah. So that might tarnish your image. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dog, that's why I'd rather you set your standards to be things that you're comfortable doing. Vulnerability is like, yo, dog, it's very freeing feeling. I don't care how you feel about me. I'm only going to set myself up to do things that I can't live with you saying this. Right. I can't, so I'm going to punch you for me. Me personally, I don't feel that way. A nigga asking for boy brains, first of all, pause, that's a wild request. You're a freak, and I don't want you near me. But number two is, I used to come from that, like, pause, where you have to be violent. Yeah. Now I truly don't feel that way. I truly don't. We have to grow up. At some point, we got to make a pivot.
And
we have
my
to.
Viewpoint.
Think about explaining this to someone, right? You have to explain, why did you punch him? Yeah. He was clearly not a threat. He was not intimidated whatsoever by Anton
3 words.
Daniels. Yeah, but he wasn't intimidated whatsoever by
Nah.
Crazy
because the way he closed proximity, he was his nose almost touched him to sit down to explain to him, nigga, this ain't your little brother. Yeah. You punch him or you don't. It's either extreme violence, like punch him and repeatedly punch him. You have to punish him if you're going to do that, pause. Or you don't. It needs to be full discipline or nothing. Or we turn it into a joke and we talk. Now, my friends, I don't have no problem fighting. I'm not fighting a regular person that I don't know, have no respect for, without trying to harm them. I'm trying to, like, subjugate them to some extreme acts, my nigga. Yeah. You feel me? There's no other reasoning for this. Everything else, I'm like, man, whatever. But when I was watching that, I could talk about this shit for hours, man, because I was just breaking it down, thinking like, I know he feels so fucking crazy because I've been there, my nigga. Afterwards, when you like, nah, there's no way I can reason with not punching him. I should have hit him. I had to hit him.
That's mad reasons.
No.
What I got from it though, when I watched it, I was like, there was never any intention for either of them to actually fight.
I don't know that.
One, because once he said it and you got that close to him, right? And they never put the mic down. Yeah. We've seen fights on No Jumper, right? They say something, they forget the mics are there.
Yeah.
He made sure he had the mic with him so you hear everything he say. He walked up to him and this and that. And I'm like, when somebody says, that's my D, right? You don't get that close to their face. You walk up, you start talking while you're there and you throw a punch. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, I'm going to get right here to you and have this conversation and the mics are going to be here. Even Anton Daniels get him to leave and picks the mic up and put it back down. And I think both of them kind of knew, oh, what this is. Like, oh, we really don't fuck with each other. But this is some views and something here, so we're going to keep going for it. And I think that shit is kind of whack. Like, you don't fuck with somebody, don't fuck with somebody. Like, the views is whatever.
Yeah. Don't even go on the show.
Don't go on the show.
And then he went with security. Like,
like don't pull up.
Nah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't fuck with you. No, I'm not going on your show.
Anton went with security, which, I mean, whatever for him at the same point. When Corey was like, nah, this ain't security. These are my, like, same
You got security
shit.
as well.
Same shit.
Yes, I agree to that.
Same shit. Like, if I
is
go
not
somewhere.
paid.
No, if I go somewhere and I have people with me, y'all with me, on some level, yes, it is
You're
very,
secured.
very secure. Niggas feel mad secure.
Yeah, you're a
Niggas walk in
secured
tomorrow, I'm
environment.
like, Amar, you good? You got
Secure
it?
environment. Lamar go, yeah, we all right.
I feel mad secure.
Yeah. You're in a secure
Take his
environment.
dog tags out.
Yeah, we good, Reg.
Yeah.
Like, nigga tap you on your shoulder, go.
I don't feel secure.
Yeah.
I gotta be, there has to be.
Clear. Like, you know what I mean?
And nobody you got is a screwdriver.
So,
But he's mad lethal, though.
no,
with it.
nah.
I got the multi.
Jason Statham.
But he fix shit.
Mad lethal.
About to fix mad shit.
Patching up bloody wounds and shit.
And then he gonna call you brother and like apologize and try to help you and shit.
I just feel like, nigga, he's speaking from regret, dog. When that
So-
nigga was shaking, I said, dog, I've been there.
You remember the Aries Spears shit, right?
Because you could have just punched him and the footage never seen the light of day.
So
I disagree with
to
Pop.
add context, you remember the Corey Holcomb shit where his former co-host Zay had swung on
Zoe.
Corey. Zoe, my bad.
He never swung on
Yeah.
Corey.
No, he did.
He punched Aries.
Aries, my bad. He
Oh yeah, Harry Smith did get punched.
yeah. So Aries Spears.
See the difference, though? I don't even want to talk about this.
So Aries Spears. So in that situation, he gave him several warnings.
Yeah.
He gave Aries several warnings. And it was like, basically, this is what's going to happen if you continue to antagonize me. And then he carried out the promise.
And lift him.
Yeah.
Pop.
Yeah.
It was a good joint.
Yeah.
The initial attack
Yeah.
was a
Yeah.
good joint, but he like
So
whiffed and went right past his shit.
Aries sued Corey
I know, man.
over that.
Yeah.
So now
Right.
him and Zoe got into it over him being sued because he was just like, yo, you didn't get sued. I got sued. I lost mad bread over this.
Yeah.
And you're still on my show and you don't respect me. You're not even apologetic about costing me this bread.
Yeah.
So at the time, Corey was like, if you was that mad, you should have walked away. Like, so all the advice he was giving this nigga.
Yeah.
Now I feel like watching the video, when the nigga first said SMD, he was like, yo, Corey didn't right away move the woman because Son said it like 2 or 3 times before Corey walked over. So I feel
thought
like
he said it
Corey,
once, but either way.
yeah.
Once
I
is
think
enough.
Corey,
I mean, how many times you need
but
to say?
Corey
He
was,
never said suck my dick.
Yeah, but he said
He
you
did.
are, nigga. What
he said,
you mean?
he said, you
So
are essing the D
Why does it
of
matter
this.
whose it is?
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is
Somebody
It's like,
just
it's like,
get one.
but he didn't say it was
He
mine.
didn't say mine.
Yeah, but he said.
but you said
he
you're
said
doing
you
it.
are
Like-
doing that.
Yes,
Yeah.
you said you're
Nah,
doing
that's
it.
enough.
I hear
I
you.
don't
So
think
now,
that's enough.
he did that.
I do agree. We have
Yeah.
we have grown enough to an age
Yeah.
that shouldn't be so upsetting. It shouldn't be.
No,
that
but
triggering,
it was petty though.
However, but it's like, nigga, when you use those words, you're doing that in a damning way. You're trying to violate in the highest form.
Yes.
Yeah.
What can you say that's worse?
But you remember
You're trying to violate so
Corey said you're kissing ass,
You
and
being-
he said it in response to that.
yeah, being mature is saying, I'm not in the mood to do that, fam. So
Yeah.
I'm all good,
Yeah.
man. I'm all set. Thanks a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? However, that's comedy. That's funny. But reality, I can see why it turns into this because you already have hatred for this person.
Understood.
But
They
he
was
meant it in a
already-
disrespectful
there was-
way.
Correct. There was already static. And then a nigga is inviting. That's a fight. You're trying to say,
Yeah.
you want to fight.
Yeah, yeah.
So why not just ask for that?
I didn't
You know
think he
what
was
I'm
saying that. I think he was being
My nigga,
petty.
come on,
Because
son.
Corey, wait, hold on. Corey said like, you was kissing
Yes.
the ass of X, Y, and Z.
Correct.
Yeah.
So his response, because I think
Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please like, comment, and subscribe. For more content, click over here. And most importantly, sign up for our Patreon. We need the money. Reg, stop lying.
What you thought? Tell me what you thought. What you thinking? What you thought? What you thought?